Hi, and welcome to this tour of early program orientation. I'm going to walk you through the order in which you should complete this class. Now, you don't have to. It's an asynchronous class, so you can come at things any direction that you want to, any time that you want to, during the 2 weeks that the class is active. But this is what I had in mind when I designed the class. You would start here on the welcome page and view this video by clicking the button right here. Then you would scroll down and you would meet me, where I tell you a little bit about myself and tell you a little bit about the course. Underneath that, we've got an area for you to read about the course. And then below that, we've got a way for you to update your profile and ensure that any messages that are sent to you in Haiku will roll over to your regular email so you'll know they're there. If you'd like to view the overview for the course, you click on the overview page and you'll see that in it we've got things that include a little overview verbally about what Module 1 and Module 2 contain. We have a brief tutorial that explains how to navigate through this system, this learning management system, and then we have table of contents. These blue links are things that you can click on and they will take you to those pages. You can also click on those same pages simply by using the left-hand navigation over in this column. So the syllabus is there for your review, and it explains grading and standards and all of the usual things you'd expect to see in a syllabus. The grading policy and how to locate feedback is included on the next page. This is a completion-based class, so you either perform and do everything and pass, or if something is missing, then you would need to postpone your enrollment and come back and finish it up. This little video explains a little bit about finding grades and instructor feedback. Then we have our norms and guidelines, which talk a little bit about how to conduct yourself in the discussion board, what kinds of technology you'll need to use, how to move through the course, the order that you'll see in those modules. A little more information about each one of those things as well is included here. Then we have our due date checklist. And when I emailed you, I sent you a copy of this, but it's also here for your reference while you're in the course with all of the current dates for this particular class. And we also have printable copies. So if you'd like to print one out and use it as a checklist as you go down and complete everything, that works well as well. We have the Ask the Instructor tab, and this is just a place where you can click on the link, and then that will take you to a discussion board, and you can ask a question of me and I will answer it. We also have a Let's Network tab, which is a place where students can meet each other who teach the same kind of pathway or ROTC or whatever, but make those connections with each other and share information and resources and contact information if they would like to stay in contact after the course has completed. We have a section on Need University credits. For most of the courses through SDCOE, with the exception of this one, you can, at the successful completion of that course, apply to Brandman University and pay a fee, and they will give you university credits, which will help you move up on your pay scale with your district. So those are kind of the orientation materials. Now we move into the actual content of the course. Now when we designed this, we designed it with Module 1 being primarily available in week 1, and then Module 2 would be week 2. But let me warn you, Module 1 is very light in content and Module 2 is heavy in content. So you don't necessarily have to stick to those week 1 and week 2 delineations. If you've got time, go ahead and start early. So in Module 1, we have a program overview that explains how the program works through SDCOE in the state of California. And again, we have table of contents. We'll always start with the learning standards and objectives so you know what this module will cover. We have a pre-test that you should take and see how much you know about how the program requirements are set up and what you need to do. We have a Say Hello tab, which is your opportunity to say hello to everyone and introduce yourself. We have a Prior Knowledge tab, which is just a thinking prompt for you. You don't have to do anything. You just read these questions and then start thinking about what you already know. Then we move into the content. So this is the main part of each module. It'll start off with a video introduction from me, and then it will have, again, a table of contents. You'll learn about earning a clear credential. You'll see a program flowchart, a program timeline. You'll learn who's who in the zoo, in other words, who to contact for help at the county office. You'll get a coursework overview, and then you'll have information about your mentor, the meetings and observations that are required. There's discussion questions. We'll have 2 each module. You pick one that you'd like to respond to, and then you respond to 2 additional posts that your peers have made. You'll have a wiki project that's due in this first week. Not only will I explain what a wiki project is, but I'll give you some instructions about how to do it. I'll explain why I think making a video intro is awesome. I'll give you a sample where I made one so you can see kind of what a goof I am. And then I've explained a little bit more about how to make a wiki project. And then we have how to create a YouTube account if you have never done that, how to make a video with your smartphone if you've never done that, and how to upload from your smartphone to YouTube. So all the information you need, including how to embed it in Haiku so the rest of us can see it, is all right there where you need it. The next thing that you'll do that week is your submitted reflection. I'm going to give you a prompt. You're going to respond to that prompt and turn that into me privately through the Dropbox. You'll see this hand in tab will be highlighted when you have something ready to hand in. Then you'll have a mini quiz to test your knowledge about the program requirements, and you'll take that here on this page. And finally, we have this area called Do You Want to Deepen Your Understanding? This area is a collection of optional pieces of information. Some of it is articles that you'll click on by clicking down here. Some of it is videos that are worth watching. And there's even a blooper reel, so you'll have that as well. Module 2 follows a very similar format as far as we begin with our learning standards and objectives. And this time they're the CTE and Adult Ed standards. Again, I'll begin with some prior knowledge questions to get you thinking. Then we'll go to the content. So in this, I introduce the content in 3 parts. Who are we teaching? What are we teaching? And how are we teaching? Part 1 is made up of some component parts as well. So you'll have an introduction from me and again a table of contents. We'll be talking about diverse learners, students with special needs, English learners, and motivating all students. Inside each one of these tabs, you'll find there's a video to watch, there's an article to read, and then typically there'll be another video to watch and maybe some more information there depending on the content. So you can see that there's quite a bit of information in each one of these. Part 2, again, that introduction, and you've got this time 6 different areas to do. And then Part 3, very similar again, another introduction, and hot tip on teacher retention. If you want to keep your job, definitely watch that one. And again, table of contents with additional content in there. Be sure to scroll to the bottom of the page every single time to make sure that you're not missing important information. There'll be some more discussion questions, these ones based more on instructional strategy. There'll be another wiki project. There'll be a submitted reflection, a post test, and then there'll be a final evaluation. For this, there's a poll that we'll ask you about, and then you'll just click on this link and you'll take the final evaluation online. Once that's completed, you'll send me a note in Dropbox, just like you can see here with this hand-in button, to tell me that you're done. And I have a couple of optional questions to ask for your feedback so I can continue to make this class the best it can be. And again, we have the Do You Want to Deepen Your Understanding. And this one you're going to find there's a lot of information. There's so much out there that I think is valuable that I wanted to include, but within 1 week's time there just is not time to make you do all this. So if you have the time, these are excellent resources and definitely worth your attention. So that's it. That's the course. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or post on Ask the Instructor. Thanks for watching.